have completed my bachelor's in Switzerland and I'm currently pursuing a master's degree. So I thought I could share with you how much it costs to pursue your further education here in Switzerland. Now, I'm currently sharing everything from my experience from the degree that I pursued, which was bachelor's in IT management, and I'm currently studying a master's of science in business administration. It's beautiful weather. Finally, the sun is out and I'm sitting on a grass patch. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Fees in Switzerland. If you're familiar with the prices of pursuing your further education in Europe, then it'll come to absolute no surprise that Switzerland is actually very affordable when it comes to education. Thanks to the taxpayers' money and public funding, it's accessible and affordable for everyone to get a certain degree of education. Now, what I'll be sharing are the fees for bachelor's courses, master's courses, but not PhD, because I have absolutely no experience in that. Unless you are studying in a private university, then your semester fees will likely be around 800 Swiss francs, and there'll be additional costs. For example, you'll have to pay for student associations or sports, which will come to additional 200. So overall, a semester fee would be around 1,000 Swiss francs. Now, although the education is affordable in Switzerland, what is a little more expensive and challenging happen to be the living expenses. For your first year of studying here in Switzerland, you will have to stay in the housing that your university provides you. This is mainly for visa purposes, and it really helps you integrate with other international students as well. The fees for the housing from universities will be between 600 to 800 Swiss francs, and then you'll have to manage the housing by yourself. Now, housing in Switzerland is quite challenging. It's very difficult to find, but from my experience, it's not impossible. There are still options out there. Other living expenses would, of course, be your insurance. For insurance, you'll have to be ready to pay at least 60 francs a month. If I'm not mistaken, that's the cheapest insurance from Swisscare, but there are, of course, many other options out there. Then we have the mobile expenses, which is minimum 20 francs a month. When it comes to groceries and other living expenses, it would be around 200 to 400 francs. Now, there is also transportation, which you have to keep in mind. It's quite expensive in Switzerland, so I would recommend you to budget between 50 to 100 francs per month. Now, although transportation is expensive in Switzerland, there are certain passes that you can take from canton to canton, from point to point tickets. Now, the difference between the price that you pay for your bachelor's and for your master's is not significantly different. At least from my experience, I didn't have any additional fees in my bachelor's course that I had to pay, no surprise bills. However, for your master's course, you have to be sure and check by semester and by course, because some of the courses require you to go to specific seminars, to stay at specific hotels, because it's in a completely different location than where you would normally study. So I would recommend you to go through each of the semester, each of the courses, and plan your budget accordingly throughout the semester. I personally am very satisfied with the quality of education here in Switzerland. I really like the way professors are all putting in effort into the courses. They are trying to individualize the content accordingly. Of course, not all the lectures will be the same, but with my experience so far, I'm very happy. What might be the surprise fees that you might expect here in Switzerland while you're studying might be the permit costs, because you have to yearly renew your permit, so that would be around 100 francs per year. And there might be additional expenses, none of which come to mind at the moment, but you can budget around 100 or 200 Swiss francs just on the side in case you have to pay some additional expenses. Now, when you come to Switzerland, you have to have proof of funds of 21,000 Swiss francs in your bank account, and this is something that you'll have to prove yearly. From my personal experience, my yearly or annual fees have never come to even close to 21 Swiss francs a month. However, this is a precaution for the Swiss government so that you have enough funding during your stay in Switzerland for the whole entire year. I hope you found this video useful. If you're interested in more detailed explanation of costs in Switzerland or any other topics relating to pursuing further education here, I would be very happy to answer it in my upcoming videos. I will also be making a video about how to get scholarships in Switzerland and if that's even possible. So stay tuned and see you in the next video.